Take some of the sauce away. Let me add this, because this is normally, you know, in a wok you have the benefit, you have it only on the bottom,
yes.
And here you have a wider surface.
You have to keep stirring it more.
Lychee,
Straight in?
straight in. We use a few for decoration, but this actually gives you the sweetness. I keep a few left. I'm also doing one thing else, because you want a little bit of rice.
All right. And you can just mush it right in.
Yeah. What
Wow,
you need to
that's
do,
Looks like garlic from here.
it is salt and pepper, because we haven't spiced it except the hoti.
Aha! Your classics.
Yeah, please. Switch
Hopefully
that
it
off.
tastes good too.
It will. Trust me. Simple dishes are the easiest.
And that's it.
That's it.
Wow.
And oops. We like that. I'm putting that over there. Decoration. Take a few whole ones.
Yes.
So,
Finished.
finished. Very simple, very easy. Enjoy.
Oh, bang on.
Bang on. That's very good, huh? Okay, now this was very simple.
Yes.
Now it's getting complicated.
I like it complicated. Yeah.
Me too. But it's actually complicated because it looks complicated. It actually isn't that complicated.
So all these guys at home can make it too, huh?
Anybody can make it, and especially anybody can make the mousse. So all you need to do is you take some aluminium foil.
Right.
If you get it out,
Whip it out.
whip it. Ideally is when you have a square, but
Okay.
this will do. I just show you a little bit on your side. So,
Right, okay.
simple. If you have a glass at home, sits the glass in the middle,
Just wrap it.
like this, like 4 corners, bring it
Okay.
in, and then you are trying to get that to the top. You bring this down to a certain level, how
Yeah.
high you want your cup later on to be. Make sure that you
Nice
wrap
and tight.
nice and tight, because this one is your form
That's
for
your
your
mold.
cup, your mold for your chocolate cup.
Ah.
And all you do is you are basically spreading a little bit of oil on the sides. This is basically later on when the chocolate is inside,
Right.
that it removes it much easier. Any shape can do. So if you do the orange, same thing, side in, side in, side in. You wrap it, fold it over so that you get a rough shape. Bring it together, and then basically just make sure you have a little flat surface and move that,
Ah.
and you basically come exactly to the same idea. These we have to have ready, because when we later on melt our chocolate, which we are doing now, and I'm actually getting some water hot now,
Yeah, how do you melt your chocolate?
always on a double boil. Basically, you have some water inside, you add something
Yes.
so that it doesn't touch the water.
Right.
The steam basically warms it. So all we're doing, we're adding some chocolate in here,
Most chocolates you can just bang in.
correct? So and all you do is
That one?
you wait till this gets warm. Okay, as you see, our chocolate is melting. Off the boil,
Right.
make sure that you don't burn yourself. Remove the water, because we use that later on for melting a little bit more chocolate.
Okay.
Because that is to fill this one. And you see that it's getting much
Thicker.
thicker. So another minute and we can use it actually.
Oh wow.
So I add 2-3 more and then we can use it.
They say that when women eat chocolate, their body releases the same chemical that it releases when they're having sex. Is that true? I've always wondered.
Okay, for all males outside there, sex is better than chocolate. For all females, try chocolate. It's firstly more widely available, and second of all, it doesn't talk back. This one, you can see we only have a little bit of olive oil. What you do is you dip your brush into it, and you actually brushing it on. The big thing is it will get harder, and you have to possibly do it 3-4 times to make sure it sticks nicely.
Thick enough coat.
Yes. Correct.
Can't you just pour the chocolate in and pour the chocolate out?
You could, but you have two problems. First of all, if you pour it in, the chocolate, because it still has, it's liquid,
yes,
it will run to the bottom and you don't have it at the side. And the key to that is you want it at the side. Because,
size is most important.
This holds later on your chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Correct? So you see that?
Looking good, sir.
Looking good. So for the camera, that's how it's gonna look for the first time. And you have to repeat that 3 or 4 times. Try it.
Okay.
See, because you have to learn how chocolate works. So far it's easy. All you have to do is repeat that process for around 20 minutes. Let it dry, do it again, because you want to basically, like when you brush a wall or spray a car, you need a few layers to make it thick enough to stick.
Yeah, just basically how thick should you have it? Couple of millimeters?
Yeah, basically so that it's thick enough when you pull down the aluminium that it basically stains on itself. What we have done here is I opened 2 already. This is what you want after the aluminium is rich. And this doesn't look perfect.
Looks good.
Because it shouldn't look perfect. It should look homemade. If you're a pastry chef, you have the proper tools, you have the proper cups to do that. A lot of time at home, you don't. You have aluminium foil. So when you see that, you basically, you pour and pull your aluminium foil.
You have to be careful, right?
You have to be a little bit careful when you do it, but then it's not a problem anymore. See that? All you have to make sure that you don't squash it. I show you how to make the mousse, then we fill them, then we decorate them. Easy. So, back into the fridge.
Right.
And
now for the mousse.
Now for the mousse. So egg white goes in here first. So we only have to watch it so that it doesn't get too dry.
Okay, well, it can get too dry?
Yeah, it can do. So basically all it does, it takes around 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
So this one is liquid.
How much butter?
Butter, around 2 tablespoons, but I add around 3-4. That's okay. This will melt on there. And when this is melted, we will add our egg yolks, and then we are bringing our cream into there first. And this one is we fill and we chill for 3 hours. That's the only thing. You really have to prepare that in advance.
Why is it that women like all these fatty food? All the desserts and...
It must release some endorphins.
Yeah?
Must do. Now, I mean, the sugar, basically, sugar is the greatest thing in the world because it goes straight into your bloodstream.
Right.
You can eat fruit sugar and within 30 seconds you feel the effect, even better than with Red Bull.
Yeah, the energy.
Chocolate has the same energy level. So you eat chocolate and you are...
You're up and running, huh?
What I'm doing now is adding you espresso.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you bring that in. This actually gives you the dark color, the kick. So not only does she get sugar, but she gets a kick.
Dark and salty.
Everything is melted. I remove that, a little bit of steam left. And it's basically nice and runny. Yep. So it chills down a little bit. And we're adding our egg yolks in a second. I'm just switching that off.
That's the white.
Just show you that.
Oh, nice.
You see, this is perfect when it sticks, when it doesn't settle.
Yep.
You want the air inside because you bring the air into the mousse.
Oh.
This is what makes your chocolate mousse very soft. Really.
It's the froth.
Yes. Our egg yolks go in here.
I'm always slating my audiences on the show, sorry.
Yep.